Hello students, let's do some questions on polynomials. If 2 and 1 by 2 are the zeros of px square plus 5x plus r, we have a quadratic polynomial px square plus 5x plus r. We have to find the values of p and r. Two zeros are given. This is our polynomial. 2 and 1 by 2 are zeros. What does this mean? If 2 is the zero of this polynomial, it means if we put 2 in place of x, the answer will be equals to 0. Polynomial will become 0. So we in place of x we put 2 plus 5 into 2 plus r, and this equals to 0 because 2 is the 0. 2 square 4p plus 10 plus r equals to 0. 4p plus r equals to minus 10. Take this as equation 1. 1 by 2 is also the 0. So p into in place of x, now we put 1 by 2 plus 5 into 1 by 2 plus r, and this is equals to 0. 1 by 2 whole square 1 by 4p plus 5 by 2 plus r equals to 0. Take 4 LCM. We have p plus 2 2s are 4. 5 into 2 10 plus 4r equals to 0. Take this 4 on the right hand side. So we have p plus 10 plus 4r equals to 0. p plus 4r equals to minus ka 10. Take this as equation 2. Now we have two linear equations. This one is 4p plus r, this is p plus 4r. What we will do? We will multiply equation 2 with 4 and subtract both the equations. First equation is 4p plus r equals to minus 10. We are multiplying equation 2 with 4. We get 4p plus 16r equals to minus ka 40. We will multiply both sides, left hand side and right hand side, with 4. We are subtracting the equations. Signs of second equation will change. 4p positive negative cancelled. Plus r minus 16r. We have minus 15r. Minus 10 plus 40. We have 30. R is 30 by minus 15, which is minus 2. Now we will find the value of p. Put it in any equation. Say we put in equation 1. 4p plus r equals to minus 10. 4p plus minus 2 equals to minus 10. 4p, take this minus 2 on the right hand side, plus 2. 4p equals to minus 8, and p is minus 8 by 4, which is minus 2. So the value of p is minus 2 and the value of r is also minus 2. So which is our correct option? Option B is our correct option. Both p and r are minus 2. If both the zeros of a quadratic polynomial ax square plus bx plus c are equal and opposite in sign, we have a quadratic polynomial ax square plus bx plus c. We know that quadratic polynomial can have at most two zeros. It is given that both the zeros are equal but different in sign. Then find the value of b. Say one zero is alpha and the second one is minus alpha. We know in quadratic polynomial sum of zeros is equals to minus b upon a, and product of zeros is c upon a. Now this polynomial is in general form. Sum of zeros minus b upon a. Our zeros are alpha plus minus ka alpha. This is equals to minus ka b upon a. Alpha plus minus minus equals to minus b upon a. 0 equals to minus b upon a. Take this a on the left hand side. 0 equals to minus b. So b is also equals to 0. So which is our correct option? Option A is our correct option. If px equals to ax square plus bx plus c and a plus b plus c are 0. This is given. Then one of the 0 is, we have given with a quadratic polynomial ax square plus bx plus c. A quadratic polynomial can have at most 2 zeros and we take them as alpha and beta. We have to find any one of the 0. Now बच्चे, we know in quadratic polynomials sum of zeros is minus b upon a and product of zeros is c upon a. Say our zeros are alpha and beta. Alpha plus beta equals to minus b upon a. Now this is given a plus b plus c equals to 0. In numerator we have minus b, a plus c. If we take b on the right hand side, so a plus c is equals to minus b. In place of minus b, we can write a plus c upon a. Alpha plus beta equals to, if we separate both terms in the numerator, we can write a upon a plus c upon a. 1 plus c upon a. Alpha plus beta. Alpha can be 1, beta can be c upon a. But check it in the product alpha beta equals to c upon a. If we take alpha as 1 and beta as c upon a, alpha plus beta 1 plus c upon a. So alpha into beta will be 1 into c upon a, which is c upon a. So this is also verified here. So our zeros can be 1 and c upon a. So which option will be our correct? C upon a, this is our correct option. 1 is not given in any option. So C upon a, option B will be our correct option. A quadratic polynomial whose sum of the zeros is 3 and one of the 0 is 0. Which is the quadratic polynomial which has 2 zeros whose sum is 3 and out of the 2 zeros one is 0. Now let's take the first polynomial x square plus 2x. This quadratic polynomial can have, how can we find out the zeros? In these two terms, take x common, x plus 2. For finding zeros, we put x into x plus 2 as 0. Either x equals to 0 or x plus 2 equals to 0, because x multiplied with x plus 2 is equals to 0. So x is 0, other x plus 2 equals to 0, x equals to minus 2. So we have two zeros, 0 and minus 2. Their sum is not 3. So first option is not our correct option. Let's move towards second. X square plus 3x. Take x common, x plus 3. For getting 0, make this equals to 0. Now either x equals to 0 or x plus 3 equals to 0. So x equals to 0, we have 1 0 0. Another one will be x plus 3 equals to 0, x equals to minus 3. So our zeros are 0 and minus 3. Their sum is not 3. So this is also not correct. Let's move to the third one. X square minus 3x plus 5. Can we make factors? Can we split the middle term? No. Because let's find out d. D is b square minus 4ac. D is discriminant. You must have studied in quadratic equations. D, what is D? Coefficient of x. Minus 3 whole square minus 4 into A's coefficient of x square 1 into C. 9 minus 20. This is less than 0. And when D is less than 0, no real roots possible. So this quadratic polynomial has no 0. Move to the last one, x minus 3. For getting zeros, we will equate it with 0. First, either x equals to 0 or x minus 3 equals to 0, x equals to 3. So we have two zeros, 0 and 3. And the sum of these two zeros is 3. So which is our correct option? Option D is our correct option. The zeros of the polynomial x square minus 3x minus m In the bracket we have m plus 3 r. 4 options are given. Our given polynomial is x square minus 3x minus m plus 3. This is quadratic polynomial. Let's simplify it. Minus m outside, minus m into n, minus m square, minus m into 3, minus 3m. Now, we have to either split the middle term, or how can we find the factors to get the zeros? X square, take m square. We will change the position of our terms. Minus 3x and minus 3m. This is x square minus m square. A whole square minus b whole square is a plus b, a minus b. So x square minus m square can be written as x plus m, x minus m. In these two terms, what is common? Minus 3. And inside we have x plus m, because we have taken minus sign outside, the sign inside will change. Now, here we have two terms, x plus m, x minus m. Here we have term x plus m. Take x plus m, which is a common term, outside. What is left inside? X minus m, and we have minus 3 here. For getting zeros, take this as 0. Now, either this term is 0 or this term is 0, because the product of these two terms is 0. If we write a into b equals to 0, if either a equals to 0 or b equals to 0, because the product of two terms is 0. In the same way, if x plus m equals to 0, x equals to minus m, and if x minus m minus 3 equals to 0, x will be equals to m plus 3. So our two zeros are minus m and m plus 3. So which is correct option? Option B is our correct option. If alpha and beta are the zeros of polynomial x square minus x minus 4, we have to find the value of 1 upon alpha plus 1 upon beta minus alpha beta. Now, this is a quadratic polynomial. Our general form is ax square plus bx plus c. On equating the given polynomial with the general form, what is the value of x? A is 1, coefficient of x square. What is b? Coefficient of x minus 1, and c is minus 4. We know sum of zeros. If we take zeros as alpha and beta, alpha plus beta equals to minus b upon a, which is equals to minus 1 upon a is 1. This is 1, and product of zeros is c upon a, which is alpha into beta, c upon a, that is minus 4 by 1 minus 4. Now we have to find the value of 1 upon alpha plus 1 upon beta minus alpha beta. Take LCM of these two terms, alpha beta. We have beta plus alpha minus alpha beta. Clear? What is beta plus alpha? Alpha plus beta or beta plus alpha? One and the same thing. This is 1 upon alpha beta is minus 4 minus minus 4. We have minus 1 by 4 minus minus plus 4. Take 4 as LCM. Minus 1 plus 16. 15 by 4 is our answer. So which is correct option? Option A is our correct option. If alpha and beta are the zeros of polynomial 2 minus 3x minus x square, we have to find the value of alpha plus beta. Now, our general form is ax square plus bx plus c. This is the general form of quadratic polynomial. The sum of zeros, alpha plus beta is minus b upon a. B is coefficient of x and a is coefficient of x square. First, convert it into general form. First term must be of x square. So we have minus x square. Then the term of x minus 3x plus 2. As per the given polynomial, what is a? Minus 1. B is minus 3 and c is 2. The value of alpha plus beta will be minus of minus b upon a. So we have 3 upon minus 1, which is minus 3 So which is our correct option? Option B is our correct option. The zeros of the quadratic polynomial x square plus a plus 1 into x plus b. The zeros are 2 and minus 3. Let alpha is 2 and beta is minus ka 3. We have to find the value of a and b. What is the general form? Ax square plus bx plus c. Let's write it in the form of capital A, capital B and capital C, because in this equation we have small a and small b. To reduce our confusion, we are taking in capital Ax square plus bx plus c general form. Now bache, what is sum of zeros? Sum of zeros is minus b upon a. In this case, what is sum of zeros? Alpha plus beta, 2 plus minus 3 equals to minus b upon a. What is b? Coefficient of x, a plus 1 upon a. Coefficient of x square is 1. So plus 2 minus 3, we have minus 1 equals to minus a minus 1. Take this minus 1 on the left hand side. 1 minus 1 equals to minus a. So 0 equals to minus a and the value of a is 0. Now what is product of zeros? Product of zeros is c upon a. So 2 into minus ka 3 equals to, what is c in this case? B upon a is 1. So b is equals to minus ka 6. So we have a 0 and b minus ka 6. So which is correct option? Option D is our correct option.